We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. We've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? You gotta love it when they say the quiet part out loud. New World Order. I've been using that term and people are like, dude, that's so tinfoil. There's no New World Order. Really? Then what are all these people talking about now in the news and all these people talking about these politicians? That cat's been out of the bag for a long time. What we're noticing is that this great reset is the New World Order, and you should be protecting yourself against it. All you got to do is see what's happening to Russia and Ukraine to understand what's going on. It's amazing to watch the media go into full-fledged lion mode to try to convince us that Putin is the boogeyman. If people really knew the truth about what's going on over there, I think they'd freak out. Let's get into this. I'm loving these gold bars. I'll take those 3 right there, and I'll be plenty happy with just those. What about you? Anyways, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. Right now is a good time to buy gold and silver, and when you do, go to our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code PIMPY, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free ½ ounce of silver. Let's take a quick peek at cryptos. Ugh, Bitcoin, man. Yikes. In case you haven't noticed what's really going on with cryptos and gold and silver, you notice these have been running pretty horizontal. There's some ups and some downs, really within a range. They don't seem to be gaining any real value, and this is interesting considering that we're in a financial crisis everywhere. Cryptos, gold, silver should be going up. We know the markets are heavily manipulated. It's got to be really frustrating to a lot of people to watch their assets just sit there knowing that they should be taken off. I know that from a point of view as a person who loves precious metals. But I'm also cheering for cryptocurrencies, although I don't have very much faith in them at the moment. But even so, Bitcoin sitting at $43,413. Ethereum, $3,264. Solana at $114. Hey everybody, our new world order coin XRP has dropped all the way down to 76 cents. I think word's getting out of who they are and what they support, and you're starting to see a lot of people drop their XRP cryptos. Cardano, $1.06. Avalanche at $88.21. Polkadot at $20.04. Dogecoins at 14 cents. Shiba 4024. Polygon at $1.47. Crypto.com's at 45 cents. If you look over here at the 52-week average, again, the bigger coins are hanging around about the halfway mark there between the low and high spots. But the rest of the cryptos are really down towards the left side, and that's the wrong side. Satoma is at 7010. It's down 2.3% for the day. Over the last hour, it's down 0.3%. Over the last hour, it's down 0.3%. Last 7 days is down 16%. Over the last 14 days is down 11.7%. And over the last 30 days on average, it is down 13.7%. Started to make a run yesterday as usual and dropped back down. Again, not sure why, considering there are some really good things happening with Satoma. After all the crap that was going on with them, I still believe that they're a perfect example. All the crap that they're going through, that there is indeed a crypto establishment out there. Silver at $24.62. Just like the cryptos, they got down to a certain level and have been just running horizontal, stagnant, not a whole lot of growth, not a whole lot of loss. I think the powers that be feeling pretty confident about the range they wanted in as they try to accumulate a lot of it and hold the price down. We did hear that they put a cap on silver price. They won't allow it to get above $30. This is interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to happen, because once we're finally into the gold standard, there's nothing they're going to be able to do to hold down silver and gold. Gold's at $1,940.40, climbing just a little bit. It's going to be interesting to watch gold and silver throughout the summer as the world pays attention to what it is Putin is doing, and have no doubt about it, the attacks against Putin are based on the fact that he got rid of the Rothschild banks, and he's exposing all the criminality that's taking place over in Ukraine by our own government, in addition to want to push the world into the gold standard, which would totally devastate this whole Great Reset movement. U.S. Senate backed trade, energy, and measures to punish Russia. This is one of the reasons why you're seeing Putin go into the gold standard. The U.S. Senate imposed further economic pain on Russia over the invasion of Ukraine, voting unanimously to remove most favored nation trade status from Russia and its close ally, Belarus, in one bill, and banning oil imports in another. They're really putting a squeeze on Russia, who had to sit there and think about all these things happening before they made their move. So they're obviously prepared for this, you would think. Real quick, back over here, Yellen claiming that we're years away, several years away from the central bank digital currency. Yeah, again, I just, something's happening. Either we're slipping through the fingers here and they're having to back up a little bit, retreat, and try to regroup and try a different attack, because it isn't going as smoothly as I think they thought it might go. I think you're going to start seeing world leaders, and as a matter of fact, we already are, resisting this whole Great Reset, not agreeing with it. You're having a bankers war go on right now, which is unique to see. I don't think a lot of these reserve banks want to give up their power to one central location. They like what they do with their criminality, and the last thing they want to do when criminals get together is share power. So Yellen's claiming that we're years away from this, which is just BS. Look at this. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said the design and development of the digital dollar would likely take years if the U.S. chose to create one. What do you mean chose to create one in years? It's already created. It's already created. They just keep going, oh, look, we're testing it. No, you're not testing it. It's already designed. I love how they do this. So I thought this is interesting to read that all of a sudden they're claiming to be years away. Meanwhile, you have several nations have already started testing, and 2 nations or 3 nations have already implemented the digital coin. But they're having problems. I can tell you that the sand dollar, the e-dollar, whatever you want to call it over there in the Bahamas, has had several problems. So my guess is they're just kind of regrouping is all they're doing. And here you go. This article is a little bit older, but I keep using it to prove to people because they don't want to listen to me. They're saying there's no way any country is going to put in programmable money. That's not going to happen, Pimpy. Our government is not that bad. And nobody around the world is going to allow this. You're wrong. CBD systems should focus on programmable payments. This is according to the Bank of International Settlement. That's the boogeyman. Over 60% of the central banks are experimenting with central bank digital currency technology. CBDCs are close to being widely introduced, and many complex matters have been discussed in financial circles. These include developing secure infrastructure, questions around governance, such as how to balance anonymity with transparency, and mitigating adverse economic impacts. As public digital currencies rapidly transform from theory to reality, there is one important feature that needs to be examined: programmability. So you can see here it says, when talking about programmability, it is crucial to note the distinction between programmable money and programmable payments. The 2 terms are often used interchangeably, but there's this difference. Programmable money is designed with built-in rules that constrain the user. These rules could mean that money expires after a fixed date. Remember, I told you they're going to put expiration dates on there. Not only that, it's going to be tied to your social score. So if you talk bad about your government or dare protest or do anything that you have the constitutional right to do, they will restrict your money. So it says money expires after a fixed date, or its use is restricted to a certain set of goods. They're going to tell you what you can and can't buy, violating your Second Amendment rights. There's no doubt about that. This would affect digital currency acceptance, has obvious legal implications. Do you think our government cares about the law? They don't. They violate it all the time, especially our rights. But right here, you can see right here, a CBDC with programmable features has the potential to revolutionize businesses, expedite the economy of things, and move our world into an even more digital future. All of this can be achieved in a secure manner without touching the currency itself, instead, laying functionalities on top of digital money. Yeah, you gotta love that. Also, you can see right here, programmability is achievable without using blockchain technology. So yes, it is programmable. Says Russians central bank says it will stop buying gold at a fixed price. People are like, does that mean they're out of the gold standard? No, here's what happened. As a matter of fact, I released a video last night saying this is most likely what's going to happen. And sure enough, it happened that quick. Russia's central bank on Thursday that due to significant change in market conditions, it would buy gold from commercial banks at a negotiated price from April the 8th. On March 25th, the bank had said it would buy gold at a fixed price of 5,000 rubles per gram until June 30th. I'm curious what happens on June 30th. Since the announcement, the ruble has strengthened sharply against the dollar. Yeah, we knew that was coming because who the hell is going to want the dollar? It's only backed by a bunch of criminals and not gold. 5,000 rubles was worth $52 on March 25th and around $63 on Thursday. Gold prices on the international market have remained stable at around $60 a gram or $1,900 an ounce. Russia is one of the world's largest gold producer, but the country's refiners were barred from selling bullion into the London market, the world's largest, after the Kremlin sent troops into the Ukraine. Well, if I was Russia, then I would do direct sales. So no, Russia has not left the gold standard. They're just doing a little tweaking as their currency starts to become more in demand. Obviously, some tweaking is going to be needed. The need to tweak this formula a little bit is going to be necessary. And any other countries that decide to go onto the gold standard at the same time, their currencies will also be strengthened. Look, right now, Russia is on the gold standard. China says that they are as well. But they need to come out and make a formal announcement of what they have, how many of their yuan set to a gold weight. That would help big time. All they do is just say our digital yuan is backed by gold. Well, you didn't set any parameters like we see with Russia. That's a big difference. And then start seeing other countries do it. I'd like to see one of these other oil nations do the same thing. Someone like Saudi Arabia or even Iraq. I think Iraq would benefit from it in a huge way. Anyways, that's it for now, you guys. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.